Okay, I've never told this story. I once stole from a Goodwill. I went on like a shoplifting spree. When
Did
I
you
was,
How old were you?
Like 8,
Okay.
probably. And I
Funny, like this is a few months ago.
Did you know how bad it was, what you were doing, or were you kind of just like, you know?
I mean, like I sort of knew, but I was like, it's a Goodwill. Like it's not that big of a deal. But we always
They give their money to charity if you're going to take from anything.
I know. But I was like, it's so cheap. But we like always shopped at thrift stores growing up. And we still do, but my mom like furnished our entire house with like consignment stores and Craigslist, and Alex and I basically furnished our entire house also with like Facebook Marketplace, so it runs in the family now. But we would always go to Goodwill, and I don't know why I like slipped these things into my pocket, but there were like these big like pieces of like costume jewelry that were like sitting up on the counter, and I was just like, I'll take these. And my mom found out about it. And first of all, I think it really helps to have such a strong relationship with your kids and for your kids to respect the parent so much, because the moment that my mom walked into my room and I saw it on her face, I was like, I'm doomed. And I was so disappointed in myself because I could see that I had disappointed her. But I had to, call them and say, like, she gave me the phone number and I had to call and say, I took necklaces from you. And then she had to drive me over and I had to walk in by myself and say, I'm really sorry. And I was like, shitting bricks, basically, of like terrified of like, am I going to go to jail or whatever it was. But I had to go in and be like, I'm really, really sorry. And do like have that uncomfortable conversation with this Goodwill, manager who did not care, was like, I'm being paid by the hour. Why do I care if you stole a couple necklaces? But for me as a kid, I think I was probably 7 or 8, it was terrifying.
You unlocked a memory when you were talking about stealing stuff.
Oh, no.
I stole something, Jack.
What
I
did you
stole
steal?
You stole too?
Yeah.
I was probably about 6 years old.
Okay.
And there was a place my mom would take me to go and get haircuts. And then after you get a haircut, being like 6 years old, the bowl cut, the 90s bowl cut, they would have this basket of candy. And you get to take a piece of candy after you got the haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I took a piece of candy and then no one was looking and I grabbed another piece of candy. It was a lollipop. And I remember pulling it out like in the car. My mom was like, you grabbed another one? And I think I lied. I was like, no, I didn't. But I remember her taking me back in and apologizing to the person and putting it back.
Yeah.
And I was so humiliated that one, I was caught, but then also I have to go and say sorry
Oh, it's
to
awful.
them. And like, that was the last time I did that.
That's hilarious because you haven't changed at all. Like that didn't make
candy?
an impact on Graham. No, like anytime we go anywhere, Graham's always trying to get more than whatever he paid for. Not in like a way of like overt stealing, like thievery, but he will do that.
I negotiate.
The high of that second lollipop.
I just try to negotiate. I got a discount.
The second one's better than the first because you know where
like
it
I got
came
a
from.
discount recently on car repairs.
Okay.
Macy's car went into the shop and I got like $300 off just asking.
I don't know if this is like a male or female thing. So I don't know if you like negotiate. I hate negotiating.
Oh,
I hate
love
it. It makes me really uncomfortable.
Really? Okay, so maybe, I don't know, but like my husband, it's like I cannot get on the phone and do anything like that. Like he just bought his little sister's new car for her. Like she's buying it, but he called the dealership, got the whole deal, negotiated down this thing. And he's not even being playing hardball or anything. He's just asking very pointed questions like, hey, we got this offer from another dealership. And I would be like, no, I'm fine.
It's the people pleaser.
Yes.
Because I associate with that too. Graham is absolutely not that type, and he will negotiate everything.
I get such like a win from this. Like I just unlocked another one. We replaced tires on the car, and the price was a price that I felt was a little high.
Okay.
And so I got the price down, and I say, how about this? How about can we throw in at least a year warranty on the tires? And the guy behind the counter thought about it. Yeah, you know what? I could do that. And so I got a discount on the tires plus a 1-year warranty on the tires.
I would have never even
just by
thought to ask.
asking. And this is like a few $100.
Yeah.
And so when I look at the time, I'm like, I spent 5 minutes on that call and I saved $200. That's a great ROI on the time. And you could do this across anything.
Yeah. I think that's good. And I think in a relationship, one of the people it's good to have one of them to be that person.
Because otherwise it's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
That's why I have a really good lawyer to do that for me. Well, Alex will also do it for me, but that's why I have somebody else.
So if you get a steak or something and it comes out, you order it medium rare, it comes out like, well done or medium well, will you say something or do you?
No, I have Alex say it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm the same way.
I'm just like, I can't.
Graham will come, like, he'll sit down in a restaurant that's packed with people and be like, it's a little chilly in here. Like, excuse me, waiter, can you bring it up a couple?
I love that though.
My
That's
big
great.
thing is the music.
Mhm.
If the music in the restaurant's too loud,
He talks about it.
I'll
But
say,
but see,
I'll say, can you just turn down the music a little bit?
And it's like you're like a good Karen. You're
Yeah.
like somebody who's like helping. Like Karens get such a bad rap, but you're like making the entire experience better.
But here's the thing, I
everybody.
won't do it unilaterally. Like
Okay.
if we're in a group, I'll get the group consensus. Like, hey, is it just me or is the music kind of loud? Jack will be like, yeah, the music's a little loud. Is music loud? Yeah. Okay. Then I'll say
Putting together
something.
a case.
It's
yeah.
not just like I'm the only one. Like,
Yeah.
are you cold? Yeah, you're
That's
cold.
why
You're cold.
it's
You're cold.
making the experience
All
better
right.
for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the music turns down.
Mm-hmm. No.
So it
great.
works.
Okay, I love that you guys have Magic Mind because I used to take those. I think they were like worked on comment section for a while as an advertiser.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
they're
You
great.
know what's funny? They sent us these like over a year ago.
Mhm.
Like not these ones.
Yeah.
But I started drinking them and I had them before every single podcast we would
Mhm.
film. No joke. And then I accidentally put these in my backpack
Mhm.
and we arrived somewhere and I was looking through them like, oh my gosh, I got Magic Mind. And so I gave them to Jack. And what's cool about these is that we could take them through TSA and they're below the liquid limit. And
Really?
so, yeah.
Oh, I
so
didn't even think about that. That's actually sick.
I stuff like 6 of these in my backpack. I
Mhm.
take them everywhere we go, and we have them during every single podcast. And then they reached out afterwards, like, can we sponsor your podcast? We're like, absolutely. So it's because of Magic Mind that we're able to go and like actually rent out a full-on studio like this. The flights here for some reason were really expensive for Jack and I.
They
I
were
don't know.
really expensive.
They actually to
Graham
come
texted
here.
me. He's like, "Oh shoot, man! Like these."
You know what was funny? I was actually trying to like price match I was like taking a look at the prices and
We were gonna
watching the
drive.
prices.
That's
Okay,
great.
no,
Oh, it was
no,
like
no. We
committed.
were not going
But
to drive now.
Magic Mind makes it possible. So if you guys want to try them out, the link is down below in the description. They're kind enough to sponsor the podcast and they taste amazing. It's like an energy, mental performance shot. It's how I'm able to stay like so focused on a bit of a lack of sleep. This would be my second one now that I've had today. So again, the link is down below in the description. We got a special coupon code for you guys to get started. They're honestly delicious.
They actually are. It's like shocking. You would expect something like that to be nasty, and they taste fantastic. Actually, they really do.
Well, we'll talk to them and we'll have them sponsor you guys too.